Bad news tonight for the Canadian economy. Last year ended with a thud. Nearly 46,000 jobs disappeared in December. Most analysts had expected a modest gain of about 15,000 jobs. But that news sent our dollar plummeting even further today. It ended the week at 91.7 cents U.S., the lowest it has been since 2009. Mike Drolet looks at what this double dip means for you.
It's a deeper V, it's a smoother ride.
It's a business that floats on the good times, and for the last few years with a dollar at or close to par, it's been high tide for boats. But in Canada, the majority of inventory is imported, so the dollar matters.
You have to import these from the U.S.
Absolutely.
And you're selling them in Canadian dollars.
Correct. We have to be very careful and hedge our money, so we buy it. We study the market on a daily basis.
And lately, it hasn't looked good. After hovering around par for a couple of years, the loonie started to dive last February and is now sitting below the 92-cent level, with economists predicting a further downward trend. The travel industry is expected to be one of the first affected because, once again, it pays in U.S. funds. Transat and Sunwing Vacations are reportedly exploring an extra fee called a currency surcharge. But with business brisk in part because of the dollar, analysts suggest it might be a bad move.
In the short run, they've just got to swallow their increased costs.
The dollar wasn't the only loser today. The job report painted a grim picture for December, when 60,000 full-time jobs were lost. The heaviest hit was in Ontario, with 39,000, and Alberta, which shed 12,000 jobs. As a result, the unemployment rate edged up to 7.2% from 6.9%, which is higher than the U.S. for the first time in years. And when you look at 2013 as a whole, Canada gained 102,000 jobs.
It's pretty disappointing. There's no two ways about it. Most economists were looking for maybe a modest gain in jobs in December. Instead, we ended the year on a very, very sour note.
If you look at the overall picture of the Canadian economy, over 1 million jobs have been created since the worst point in the recession.
And there are positives to take from today. While the dollar is expected to drop a bit more, hurting consumers, it might actually be a good thing for the economy as a whole. A lower dollar could actually spur U.S. investment, which would play into economists' predictions that 2014 will be a banner year for jobs. Mike Drolet, Global News, Toronto.